Hello and welcome to Wise Accounting. In this video, I'm gonna talk about VAT. So, the topics which I'm gonna cover are what is VAT, VAT rate and threshold, how VAT works, different types of VAT schemes, who needs to register for VAT, and what to do after registering for VAT. Okay, the first topic, what is VAT? VAT is abbreviated for value added tax, which is a kind of tax which is gonna be added to the value of your product or service. So what does it mean? If I want to explain about VAT, I have to say that VAT is a kind of tax which you as a business holder need to collect it from your customers and pay it directly to HMRC. VAT is charged in form of a certain percentage of selling price of a product or service, which at the moment is 20%. Alright. VAT rates and threshold. We have different type of VAT rates which applies to different products. First one is zero rate, which means that you have to charge 0% on the selling price of certain products such as books or children's clothing. The next one is 5%. Which applies to a limited services and products. As an example, electricity. The most common one is 20%, which is a standard rate, and it applies to most of products and services. As an example of products, I can say cars, mobiles, and services, cleaning services. There are some services, mostly services and some products, which are exempt from VAT. So they don't need to charge VAT of their customers. As an example, insurance services or education services. You can find more information about different products and services VAT rates by visiting www.gov.uk. Okay, VAT threshold. The current rate for a company to register for VAT is £81,000. And what does that mean? This means that every company which sells VATable products or providing VATable services and their turnover is £81,000 or more per year has to register for VAT. Okay, how VAT works? First thing you need to know is that when to register for VAT. If you think that your company turnover will be £81,000 or more in the next 12 months, you have to register your company for VAT. How to charge VAT after registering? Basically, after registering for VAT, you need to charge 20% of selling price to the product or service. I will explain it with an example. Imagine that before registering for VAT, you used to sell something at £5,000. When you register for VAT, you have to charge 20% of that £5,000 and add it to the £5,000. So, 20% of £5,000 would be £1,000, plus the selling price, £5,000, would be £6,000. So, the selling price after being registered for VAT is £6,000. So, in this example, you need to pay £1,000 of VAT to HMRC that you collected from your customers on behalf of HM Revenue and Custom. Okay, when to submit VAT to HMRC? Normally, VAT needs to be submitted to HMRC every 3 months from the date that your company has been registered for VAT. As an example, if you registered your company for VAT from 1st of January 2016, your first quarter would be from 1st of January to 31st of March 2016. How much to pay HMRC? I will explain you with an example that how to charge VAT on sale and how to claim back VAT on your purchases and expenses. Okay, imagine that for quarter ended 31st of May 2016, your company turnover was £100,000 plus VAT of £20,000. Okay, so the £100,000 would be the net sale, and £20,000 would be the VAT, which is 20% of £100,000, and the £120,000 would be gross sale, which is the final figure that you have to charge your customer. Okay, imagine for the same quarter the company purchase was £40,000 plus VAT of £8,000 and the expenses of £20,000 plus VAT of £4,000. So £40,000 would be the net purchase plus £8,000 the VAT that your supplier has charged you, and then the £48,000 would be the gross purchase, which is the final figure that you have paid for your purchases, and £2,000 would be the net expenses and £4,000 on top of it, which is 20% of £20,000 for VAT, and the gross expenses that you have paid for your expenditure would be £24,000. So here is a formula. VAT on sale minus VAT on purchase and expenses would be the VAT that you have to pay to HMRC. So in this case, £20,000 was the VAT on sale minus £8,000 and £4,000, which was the VAT on purchase and expenses, which is altogether £12,000. So the result would be £8,000. So the VAT to be paid to HMRC would be £8,000 in this quarter, not £20,000, because you actually subtracted the VAT of purchase and expenses from VAT on sale, and £8,000 is the final figure that you have to pay to HM Revenue and Custom for this quarter. The next quarter for your company to prepare the VAT will be 1st of June 2016 to 31st of August 2016, and it repeats every 3 months. Alright, the next topic, different type of VAT schemes. First one and most common one is a standard rate. Next one is flat rate, annual accounting, cash accounting, margin scheme, and retail scheme. The two most common VAT schemes that apply for most of companies are standard rate and flat rate. In another video, I will talk about flat rate separately. So, who needs to register for VAT? Any person or limited company which has the turnover of £81,000 or more need to register for VAT, as I explained before. Okay, what to do after registering for VAT? So, after registering for VAT, you need to charge 20% on top of selling price of your product or service, as I explained in previous example. And then you have to prepare your paperwork for your accountant to prepare your VAT return and submit it to HMRC. And these paperwork are the records for your sale, the invoices for your purchase, the invoices for your expenses, and your bank statements for that quarter, which normally covers 3 months. And after that, your accountant will submit your VAT return to HM Revenue and Custom, and you need to pay for your VAT. And in some cases, you are eligible for a refund. In that case, your purchase and expenses is more than your selling price. And then you have to repeat this process every 3 months until you are registered as a VAT registered business. Alright guys, that's all from me. Thanks for watching the video and hope you liked it. Thank you. Bye bye.